Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Morinville Community Library's 24 Days to Christmas. We are now on day 10, or craft 10, and our craft is going to be melting a snowman. So let's take a look at what we have for our supplies. So we have here some watercolor paper. It has a little bit of a texture on one side, plain on the other. That is going to be the shapes of the both parts of your snowman. We've got a couple black pieces of fun foam here. These are going to be used to make your top hat. We've got a template here and a piece of black foam to cut out some boots. We've got a couple of buttons off to the side here, a snowflake to decorate our hat. We've got a couple of eyeballs. We've got a template to cut out some arms and a piece of foam to go with that. We've got some Christmas fabric for the scarf. We've also got something for the hanger. We've got a little tube of some glitter glue. And the most important part is we're going to make his nose glow. So let's get started with this guy. You're going to also need, there we go, some scissors. You're going to need your glue stick. I always found the glue stick was the best for these crafts. And then if you happen to have a marker or a pen, this is just going to help to draw the mouth onto the snowman as well. So I am going to pause here and I'm going to cut out my stuff. All right, everybody, so we have gone ahead and cut our boots. We got 2 boots that are about the same size. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab our paper for the base of our snowman. One side of it's got a little bit of a roughness and the other side is smooth. We want this rough side to be pointed up. I am going to take a pen and I am just going to poke a little bit of a starter hole into the center of that guy. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our tea light and we are just going to make that fit into that hole, just like that. All right, that's the base of our snowman. Again, we're going to take our little piece, feel for the smooth side. On the other side that's got a little bit of a roughness, that's what this one is. Going to, again, take the pen and poke a little bit of a hole into there, get it started. And I'm going to put that on top of the tea light now as well. And that's going to be the main part of the body. Looking pretty good so far. We're building a snowman again. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm deciding, I think this is going to be, this side here is going to be where my top hat is going to go. This is going to be the top part. I'm going to go ahead and grab my glue stick and I'm going to grab this base here of the hat, main part of the hat. And I'm going to take this little strip and put that on. That's going to be the brim of the hat. There we go. And I think before I stick this right onto here, I am going to add my snowflake decoration. Now, everybody might have something a little bit different. The last guy I did had a Christmas tree. I've got a snowflake this time. I am just going to put that right on there. Looking pretty good. And then I'm going to put some glue on the back of the top hat here. And we're going to go ahead and decide where we want this to be the top of the snowman. So many choices. So I'm going to put his hat a little bit sideways onto that second piece or the smaller piece of the snowman that we pushed through the candle there. I like that. That looks good. All right. Now we're going to put the arms on. Let's go ahead and grab these guys. I'm going to put a little bit of glue onto the back. And this is going to go in between the top and the bottom, but the glue is going to adhere to your bottom snowball. So I'm just pressing both of them to make sure that it sticks. That's one hand. Do the back of this one. Go ahead and I'm not sure which way I want to put them. I think I'm going to have them going down on that side. I'm just pressing it to make sure that it sticks. That looks good. Let's see, how about we do the eyes? Put some glue, oops, onto that guy. Stick them on there. Some glue on the other eye. Put him right there. It's coming along. Looks great. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a marker, and you can decide what you want to do. You can do a smile with 5 little circles for his mouth, or you can do just a big O and fill it in. Whatever you choose. I think for this one, I'm going to put a smile. So I'll start with one here, and then I'm going to bring them up over here and bring one up. That looks great. Let's do the boots. So these are going to go on the back side of our big snowball. So we just need to put a little bit of glue on the top of the boots and decide where you want to place them. Grab the other guy. I'm going to put something on top of here. Put him right there. That looks really great. And let's see, the next thing that we can do is let's take the scarf. So if you've got one that's like this that doesn't really have a reversible side, doesn't really matter, I'm going to go ahead and just keep that together. Maybe add a little bit of glue in between there, or you can cut them so that one is shorter and one is longer. And we're going to look at where we're going to place this. I'm thinking right about there. Looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead again and put some glue onto this side, which is going to press into the larger snowball. Slide that back in between. Move it up this way a little bit. There we go. There is his scarf. Now let's decorate him with some buttons. Now there should be a bit of some stickiness that comes with these, but sometimes it pulls off. So I'm going to put one on the lower, or the big snowball, and I'm going to grab the other one and I'm going to put it just on his chin, that it's almost going to look like, just under his mouth. There we go. And let's get the hanger added onto here as well. So I am just going to add some glue to these guys and have this go on to the back of the large snowball. It might take a little bit to get it to stick. We want it to have some time to dry. Maybe putting some tape over that will help. So that's what I am going to do here. Just because my fingers have gotten so sticky that it doesn't want to let go of my fingers. There, so I just put a little bit of tape on the back there. That seemed to help. There we go. And now we're going to have the fun part. If you remember in your first kit, you had your paintbrush. And I hope you hung on to that because, as I said, you're going to need some of the white paint in that later on in another craft. So what we're going to do now is, and you can do this with your finger too, because this is non-toxic glitter glue, is in that little tube that's in your kit. We're going to go ahead and we are going to add some sparkle to our snowman as if it just snowed freshly on him. And I'm going to put some on his boot, like he's got some snow piling up on his boots. I'll put some on this upper part here of his boot. Maybe we'll move the scarf up a little bit so he's not hiding that one quite so much. There we go. Put some more here, up on his face, for sure, on his hat, some of the upper brim, onto the buttons. Get him good and sparkly. There we go on the sides, some sparkle to his arms, a little more on this other side, some sparkle to these arms too, and the hands. And that is almost the end. Now we need to make him glow. We need to make him magic. So if you turn him over gently, there might be a little piece of paper that's hanging out. So you need to pull that little tab, and then there's a switch on the back. And look, it's magic. We built another snowman, except this guy's melting a little bit, but he looks so adorable. So I can't wait to see how you guys did with yours. I would love for you to send me a message. So you can get a hold of us at our email address at info@morinvillelibrary.ca. A big shout out to the Rotary Club here in Morinville for sponsoring all of these great crafts. We appreciate their support. Hope you had a great time with this craft, and I will see you for the next one. Have a great day.